Hey, would you consider yourself a climate criminal?
Absolutely not. How dare you?
Okay.
Well, hello there again, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We are live-ish. Here he is, your host and star, Mr. Josh Beckish! Josh is amazing, and he's got his own show. He's super awesome, but you already know he'll entertain you. That's all I got now. Here's Josh. That's him, Josh.
What an introduction, Byron.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So much for that.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of the show
I
at
feel
night.
like you're far behind me. Should I scoot back
Am I?
a little
I feel
bit?
like, I don't know. I
Hold
feel
on.
like
Is that
it's been a
better?
while.
Now I can kind of turn.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
fine.
all right. I think that's a
that
little
works.
better. All right, here we
I don't know.
are.
Did somebody come in here and move this
I don't
desk?
know. Someone's messing with our set.
I don't know what's happening here.
Who's in charge of this?
I've been renting it out to some TikTokers at night.
You
just to
have. Smart.
pay for
Yeah.
some new stuff.
The light. Whatever.
We have lighting.
We have
sort
light,
of.
kind of.
Welcome everybody.
Yeah.
Glad to see you. Glad to see you, Byron.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Good to be back. Something I wanted to talk about today is, we do the show.
We do.
We do a lot of talking on the show.
Some could argue too much at times,
Some.
but we
Some.
talk.
Most.
Yeah.
And when we talk, what do we use?
Words.
Words.
We use our big boy words.
The thing is, with words, in terms of slang and just general whatever conversation going on, it's constantly evolving. And I'll be honest, I don't know what people are talking about most of the time.
Oh, half the time if I'm in a public place, wherever that might be, walking down the street, a mall, I don't know what half the people are saying, especially if they're under the age of 23.
I
have no idea what they're saying.
I see people online, and there's these videos, and I see people posting on Twitter and the gram and all this stuff, and they're going, oh, this is this and
Right,
da, da, da.
right.
I don't know what
I've
they're
learned a
talking
little
about.
bit. I picked some of it up, but still, it's a little bit of it's a foreign language
Well,
to me. But
luckily for us, apparently, according to the people at Merriam-Webster,
they're the big dogs of words, I would say. They know a lot
they
about
seem
words.
to be the people that determine whether or not it is a word
The
or
authority.
just
I would say.
something people are saying. Which I don't know the difference, but I guess once it becomes official.
Well, I think.
Well,
yeah.
anyway, I'm here to clarify so many things for you. Recently, last month, the Merriam-Webster Dictionary added some new words, as they do every year.
They did.
And
How many, roughly, do you think they added? Does
what?
your information...
According to this,
Tell
there
you?
are 566 new entries.
What? That's sus.
No cap. I'm going to read the word. I have my
Yeah.
show at night phone here, and I'm going to scroll till I hit the word, and then the two of us are going to see if we have any idea,
Okay.
and then I will read the definition.
Perfect.
Okay. First word is Jawn.
How do you spell that?
I'm about to tell you. Jawn.
Oh,
Jawn.
I bet that means like talking, like flapping your jaw. You're jawing at somebody.
I'm gonna say John is you're John. You're doing something stupid. Hey man, quit John. John, Jawn, is a noun.
Uh-oh.
It is informal.
Of course it is. It was just added.
And then it says chiefly Philadelphia. So I guess this is a Philadelphia-born reference. And apparently it is something or someone for which the speaker does not know or does not need a specific name.
So it is like John and the Thin. Like that.
I guess it means...
Tom,
well, okay.
Dick, and Harry?
So
John,
I'll be
just-
honest. I've never been more confused reading something.
That's the dumbest answer I've ever heard.
Would you like to hear an example of how to use it?
Yeah.
Here's an example of how to use it.
So country of origin is Philadelphia.
It says chiefly Philadelphia, so I'm assuming this is something in Philadelphia. Something
No
or
wonder it's
someone,
not genius.
something or someone for which the speaker does not know or does not need a specific name. So what did I say, Matt?
Like someone was doing something stupid.
Oh, yeah.
And I said it was an abbreviation for John.
So I guess it just means, like, I don't know what that is, but okay, so apparently the example for this word is Can you hand me that John right there?
Let's move on to the next word.
Okay, here's one.
I knew I was going to be annoyed.
I'm just kind of trying to figure out why these are actually getting added at this point.
I agree with you.
Let me give you this one.
Yeah.
Because there was one that I saw that actually kind of makes sense. This one, don't really understand what's necessary to put it in the dictionary. Shower orange.
Can I leave now?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to give you what might be the most insane definition I've ever seen. Shower orange, a noun, an orange that is peeled and eaten under a steamy shower. The purported benefit...
Stop. Please stop.
The purported benefit being that the steam enhances the orange's citrusy fragrance and creates a soothing experience for the person who is showering.
I have a pretty hard, fast rule that I don't eat in the bathroom, which includes the shower.
So I have few legit hard stop rules in life. Food in the bathroom
It's a no-go.
is one of them.
Yeah, it's a no-go.
Fun story. I once knew a guy that I used to work with, and he told a story that started with, I was eating a bowl of cereal while I was going to the bathroom, and I just said, stop. I don't know if they're eating it, though.
They're just peeling it for the Well, oh my God, there's so many Bath and Body shops. One of them's actually called, what's it called? Bath and Body, where you could get a fragrance.
Couldn't you just peel the orange outside the bathroom, eat the orange, and then maybe bring the peel into the shower?
You could do a lot of things other than peeling an orange in a shower.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
can we move on to maybe a better category?
Next category is modern problems.
Sure.
Which don't we have
plenty of those? One of them is that the dictionary is expanding unnecessarily to include dumb garbage.
Okay, well, let's see what we got here. How about, I'm not looking at any definitions, just words. What would you rather debate here? Information pollution or greenwashing?
Information pollution.
Information pollution is a noun, meaning the introduction of falsehood, irrelevance, bias, and sensationalism into a source of information, resulting in a dilution or outright suppression of essential facts.
Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Next one.
Greenwashing.
Okay.
Any idea?
I don't know. It's hard for me to start picking at these things without potentially upsetting people, but that's kind of part of what I do. Could that be someone who, in their efforts to propagandize issues or concerns, they throw a huge blanket of environmental, I don't know what, outrage, for lack of a better word.
I'm on track with what you're saying.
Like
here.
just like it's and then it just like they just throw this out there and then the issue gets greenwashed. I don't know. What's the answer?
My idea for what this might be would be you're going green and like everything just has to be about like you're not recycling that. That's bad for the environment. Everything you're doing is bad. An instance or practice of promoting or affiliating a brand, campaign, mission, etc. with environmentalism as a ploy to divert attention from policies and activities that are in fact anti-environmentalist.
Sure. Right. Yeah, sure. All right.
Here's one. I don't know what this word means, but I think I heard somebody say it yesterday. And I didn't know what they were talking about. What do you think is jugging?
It's this.
Okay.
When people take tap water from their city, put it in a jug, seal it, slap a label on it, and sell it as like spring water.
Interesting.
What's the answer?
Well, let me give my idea.
Oh, okay.
Strictly based off the way it was used, I'm going to say it's something about being screwed or taken advantage of. Because I heard somebody say I was jugged. You know what? We're both completely wrong. Jugging, a noun, informal, a theft committed by a perpetrator
Okay.
who
As
waits
most thefts are.
who waits at a bank, near an ATM, or outside an expensive store, watches for customers who might be carrying a large amount of cash or goods, and then follows them to steal the money or goods from the customer or from their car.
Okay, so basically what they did is they changed one letter in a word that already exists called mugging, and they called it jugging, and now it's a whole new
The
word.
very next part of this says, the word jugging is modeled on mugging. The word jug can be slang term for a bank, which I will exclusively refer to banks from now on as jugs.
Where you going? To the jug? Yeah, what? Oh dear goodness gracious.
Okay.
What is... The world is on fire, isn't it?
It is. The world is
Yeah.
on fire, and
Yeah.
the world will continue to be on fire.
Oh, what a disaster.
You know what, though?
What?
As silly as all those words are,
Very.
certain people are very good at using words to talk and to even sometimes write out into lyric form and make a beautiful song.
Some people, yeah.
Yeah.
I know some of those people. I am some of those people.
We are some of those people, and it just so happens that I recently talked to some of those people.
Lucky you.
I did. I went out in the world and saw a new band, relatively new. They've been
Yeah,
together about
yeah.
4 or 5 months, but they were doing a lovely performance, and got to talk to them and hear a little bit of their music. So
What's their name?
their name is Velvet Stranger.
Ooh.
And it was a great time talking to him and a great time getting to hear him sing. And
Well, I look forward to that.
well, then turn that way and take
I
a
will.
look at the picture. Check it out, guys. Roll the footage. Hey, everybody, what's going on? I am here with one of St. Louis's hottest rising acts, Velvet Stranger. Ladies, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself for everyone.
Yeah, I'm Allison.
And I'm Allie.
Easy to remember.
Yeah, it's almost the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, our names are both Allison, so.
Yeah, I mean, if you just stick with the first couple letters,
Yeah.
then it's pretty much the same thing.
She had to shorten hers
Oh.
for me because I won't go by Allie.
Well, it was nice for her to be
It's
Yeah.
really
able to
nice
do
of you to change your name for me. I love you.
You know,
that. See, compromises.
an
That's
amended
how-
name.
That's how a band works. That's how
Yeah,
to make
I mean, that
compromises.
is true. We have a lot of those.
Well, so you two it's a relatively new group you guys have together. What's the story on how y'all met, how y'all decided to come together with all this? What's going on?
Yeah, so we've been creating music together, 4 months, 5 months?
4 or 5 months.
4 and a
something
half,
like
say
that,
4 and a half, a nice even number. We met at work, 2.5 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
We've been good friends for going on 2 years
2
now.
years, yeah.
Yeah, but we met, we're both in the event industry, so it all started by venting about how stressful events can be. We love our job if you're watching, and you're our bosses.
Don't fire me.
But yeah, we just realized we had a common denominator in music, and we heard each other sing, and we were like, damn, girl.
Well, there was one day I remember specifically. I was just minding my own business, and she's sitting at the table, and she starts, and I said, "You have the voice of an angel, of a literal angel." And then yeah, it kind of evolved from there. And she was like, "Hey, if you ever want to join me and on some sets or just jam sometime," and the rest is history.
Here we are.
Can confirm, just saw your set at the South Broadway Athletic Club, right where Bill Noodles Newland also hangs out.
Yeah, this is all of his
And,
accolades.
yeah, I mean, the guy really got into a lot.
The guy.
Um,
What a
The
guy.
legend, the man.
The man. Well, yeah, so you've been together 4 or 5 months, and you've already played some pretty cool shows. I know you played at the Factory. Was that your first show at the Factory together?
No, so it
That was
not.
our first full length.
First big one
Yeah.
with kind of more legitness, I guess.
Yeah, that was our first concert grade sound
Yes.
system we've
That's a
ever
good way
played
to put
on.
it. Yeah.
Because usually we just take a little baby Bose
Yeah,
speaker
yeah.
and our tiny little baby mixer, and we do. Sometimes we can plug into house systems, but for the most part, we take our kind of
Right.
our portable stuff.
I mean, we had a
Um,
sound check guy and everything. We did a
Yeah.
whole warm up. It was definitely
nice.
a very large space. I wouldn't say it was incredibly busy or anything, but it was definitely big scale.
Well, I think it was busier than it felt because the place is so big. There were 400
I
people.
mean, it's a really well-known venue, so yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, for only being together 4 or 5 months and to get a gig like that, and then you're at the South Broadway Athletic Club and various other places, how is that feeling, getting together so quickly, and then, okay, we're gonna jump right out there and start playing places?
I mean, for me, and I think I could probably speak for you on this too, it feels really good. I mean, music for me is something that it's always been a part of me. And it's always something that I've wanted to pursue in like a more official manner, I guess you could say. So I'm glad to be here, and I'm super grateful that I met you. It's also stressful having a full-time job and having other responsibilities, but like for me, this is something that's really important in my life, and I do make every attempt to make it a priority.
Yeah, I think I resonate with that statement a lot. And also, too, it's so validating because playing music, especially music that you write yourself, is very stressful and vulnerable to present to a crowd. And no matter what, you never know how someone's going to take it or how they're going to respond. So so far, knock on wood, we've gotten pretty resoundingly positive feedback after every set we've played. And it just feels very validating that we're kind of, we're doing the right thing, we're on the right path. We're making people happy and we're making them dance, and it's fun, and can't ask for much more than that. So.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, as part of the set we just saw, there were some covers and then there are some originals in there.
Yeah.
Are you all in the process, or is there plans to record and try to put something out, or is that hopefully something that's gonna become more of the act is just to eventually get to pretty much mostly originals?
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's pretty accurate. I'll let you speak on kind of more detail.
Sure. I think originals.
Plans.
Originals are the dream goal, right? Like that's the driving force behind the emotion of why we're doing this. It covers book the gigs, so finding that balance. But we are currently recording in the studio right now. Our plan is to drop an EP relatively soon. There's TBD on the date. ETA soon-ish.
Soon-ish.
Relatively
Again,
near
trying
future.
to balance all of the things. She has a 2-year-old.
And a full-time job.
And a full-time job.
And a 2-year-old puppy.
I have a dog.
Equivalent of a 2-year-old
high maintenance
human.
doggo. And it's just me and him, so taking care of business.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, goals are obviously, well, not obviously, but our goal since we've gotten together was obviously to write originals, record
Definitely.
originals, release original music,
Absolutely.
and see what we can do with that. So.
Yeah, and I think the covers have more just been a way for us to see how our voices sound together, and how we vibe together on stage at smaller venues. But definitely looking forward to releasing some more originals. I think we've got about 4 or 5 right now.
We've got 5 completed, and we're working on a couple more. And it's interesting too to find. Writing with someone else is, I feel, very challenging. It's pretty natural for us. We have a lot of the same opinions and style.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be friends.
Yeah, well, but even musically, we want to go in the same direction, so that makes it easier. But I imagine it can be difficult to find someone to vibe with. We got lucky.
Yeah, we did. We really got lucky.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for when you're writing these original songs, there's gotta be a big difference between when you're at home and you've got your thoughts and you're writing something out, and now you start to write with somebody else. How do you make that work where you can kind of blend your ideas together and then make it something where you can both agree on and enjoy the way that it sounds?
Yeah, so we actually have a shared note on iPhone that both of us I shared it with her, and we keep in that note basically random thoughts, random ideas, random concepts for songs.
Recordings, little runs we do on the drive home.
Exactly, she'll be driving home from work and she'll send me a text message of a voice recording, just what do you think about this? And just kind of start vibing, and I'll do the same to her, and we'll just add everything to that note section and make a to-do list. It's just got all kinds of stuff in it, and then we'll get together at least once a week and we'll just kind of go through that note and just be hey, what did you like about this? What did you not like about this? And I feel we have the same flow, the same starting point. It's funny because we're both in the events world, so I feel we do have that type A planning type thing, but I think when it comes to the music, we're less that way.
Yeah, and it just kind of came about organically. We realized our writing styles work well together. We're different enough that it's interesting, and we bring different ideas to the table, but we're also similar enough that our ideas vibe really well together. It's easy to make forward motion happen because we have the same vision and we even have the same road to get there. So it's been very organic, very very natural, pretty easy from the beginning. So.
Well, good. Yeah, I'm sure the fact that you all worked together and got to know each other for a while before deciding
We
to start
trauma
making music
bonded.
Yeah.
a little bit of an idea of what each other's about. It makes it a little easier when you're writing.
It does.
So with all these originals, give us a quick little rundown. Where is the next couple places or next place that we can see you? Where online can people go to check you out, to follow you, to make sure they're getting all the updates on everything that's going on?
Yes, so we have Facebook and Instagram. Facebook is just at Velvet Stranger, and Instagram is at Velvet Stranger Music. And then if you want to talk about where we're at next.
Yeah, our next gig is October 12th at Tim's Chrome Bar, kind of maintaining that 70s theme. This is a very authentic 70s
This is
as
like
dive bar.
OG
I mean, we've got
70s.
Bill Noodles
Bill
behind
Noodles
us. So,
Noodlin', y'all.
Might make an appearance. Who knows?
yeah, well, I hope he brings his butt
Come back from the dead to see our set.
Hey, be alive.
I have no idea if this man is
We have
dead.
we don't know who he is. But yeah, so we're at Tim's Chrome Bar. It's in Bevo Mill. It's a super cool bar if you haven't been there before. It's like stepping into like a Brady Bunch alternate reality. They have a shag carpet bar and like every nook and cranny is an Instagram spot. It's a really cool place to play, and I think I speak for both of us when I say it feels a lot like home.
Oh my
stepping
god,
into
it's
that
so
space.
cozy. Absolutely.
It's very cozy, and we just enjoy playing there. So we'll be there October 12th from 7:30 to 10:30, and other dates to be
TBD.
announced.
Well, perfect. Well, I mean, I feel like as long as we're here, as long as we're talking about it, might as well give everybody a little taste of what they might see at your upcoming performances.
You
Great.
got it.
All right, well, without any
Yeah.
further ado, everyone, I will turn the floor over to Velvet Stranger.
Word. All right, this one's called Hot. One of the first ones we wrote. Came in out like a warm front. Didn't see it coming. You know you got what I want. So we hit the ground running. Moving fast like a windstorm. The way you got me breathing. Fired up, I'm in rare form. A heart synchronous beating. Washing over me like summer rain. After this I'll never be the same. Your loving's hot, hot, hot. Like what you got, got, got. Your body top, top, tops. Don't speak too much. Shh. Got my hips spinning circles. You have electric fingers. You have me jumping hurdles to make your presence linger. Makeup stains that's on your pillowcase. Craving your hands wrapped around my waist. I'm feeling hot, hot, hot. You like what I got, got, got. My body talk, talk, talks. Won't say too much.
1, 2, 3.
Shh. Your body stays speaking to me. It's lightning in its thunder.
Tingles up in your bed sheets.
Sweating like summer. Feel the temperature rising. Self-control going under.
Making everything vivid.
Seeing like a technicolor. We're getting hot, hot, hot. Like what we got, got, got. Our bodies talk, talk, talk. We won't say too much. Shh.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank
ladies
you.
and gentlemen, beautiful, lovely, lovely number. Love that song. Very
Thank
catchy,
you.
very fun.
Lovely number.
Thank you.
Are you talking about what we're wearing or something?
I'll let the audience make that decision. Everybody, make sure you go out August 12th, Tim's Chrome Bar. Check them out. Check them out online. Velvet Stranger Music on Insta and
Yes.
Velvet Stranger on Facebook. See where they're going to be. Please go check them out as much as you can.
October 12th, Tim's Chrome Bar. See y'all there.
Thank you guys
Be
for
there
listening.
or be square. Thank
Wait,
you two
that's
so
like
much.
That's a.
I don't know. What
I don't know,
that
man.
is. Thanks, Josh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you to Bill Noodles Noodling.
Bill Noodles.
We'll be right back with Bill Noodles in just a minute after this.
Couldn't be here without him. Thanks, Bill.
Well, there they
I
are.
know her.
We know Allison of Velvet Stranger. We've known her for quite some time now,
Yeah,
about
yeah.
6-7 years.
That's
One of my favorite things about this show.
Lovely young lady. Lovely.
Oh, she's
Talented too.
very talented.
Yeah.
One of the things I love the most about this show is getting to start incorporating people that we know that are truly talented,
Right.
gifted,
Yes.
and give them a platform
A
to
little, yeah.
be seen by the world.
Exposure.
A little exposure, a little bit
Right.
of chance to broadcast their talents.
Mm-hmm.
And so make sure to go see them, as they said, October 12th, Tim's Chrome Bar. They will be there.
Would you like to dance?
No. Everybody, thank you to Merriam-Webster for
Oh.
putting in words, for Philadelphia apparently,
Oof.
for Velvet Stranger, for myself, for Byron, once
For
again.
me, for you,
thank
for
you for
us,
being
for
here.
them.
For all of you, thank you for tuning in.
right.
We will see you soon.
Very soon.
We love you. Go out into the world and make wonderful things happen, and just enjoy life, have fun, because new words are coming and you're not going to understand any of them.
In the great words of Neil Young, keep on rocking in the free world.
Mm-hmm. And the great words of the B-52 is rock lobster. Once again, we love you all. As we always say here...